Yeah, boys. These are our confessions.
Andrew's
Coming
back.
out of the closet. That's what R&B was like in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Coming out of the closet.
One song.
That was all of them.
Wasn't it like a 35-minute song, though, or something like that? He had a whole series
He
about
did
being
several
trapped
of
in the
them.
closet.
Yeah, he did multiple.
Yeah. You know, that's all part of a globalist agenda, right? To be trapped in a closet.
I think you're right.
The CIA in the 90s was like, all right, what can we do this decade?
Yeah. Not to be confused with the FBI. Andrew.
Yeah. Oh, that's another fun story.
The DIA.
Yeah, yeah. So, Matt and I, we were back biking around.
Dude, the
Lady
shit
Bird
that
Lake.
happens on that lake trail, man.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Did you meet the Rainy Street Strangler or what?
We might have, but we didn't know it was him. Maybe that's who that was.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
I told you after. We should probably tell the whole story. Which
Yeah,
one are we?
yeah.
Are we doing the Elon Musk one?
Sure, let's start chronologically. That's the first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm biking, and then there's this new graffiti campaign. Elon Musk wants all your data and social security
Just a reminder, this
cards and stop the surveillance state, which is like a legitimate fear and phobia.
Concern. It's not a
And,
phobia. It's a rational.
It's a legitimate concern.
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
the campaign was stop Elon Musk from shutting down.
Right.
Yeah, all the
Because Elon Musk can
NGO
see our health records or something, and therefore,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
So there was this guy that randomly just like went up to the poster and just started, putting in his crazy ideas all over the poster.
Yeah.
Like this ad is paid for by the FBI.
Yeah.
And then I was
But the joke was on him because it's paid for by the CIA.
not the FBI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first, it seemed to make sense, but then later on, we were like, wait a second, it actually
Yeah.
is the CIA. So that guy was an idiot.
Definitely not me.
He doesn't know
Yeah,
his three-letter
not him.
agencies, dumb fuck.
Yeah. It wasn't me
He used
at
to get his
all.
alphabet soup together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the key thing about it was that it wasn't Andrew.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you were trying to dispute the poster or delegitimize it, or
Someone
I'm
was.
sure the guy that we witnessed.
Whoever did that.
wanting to well, it's funny because you
He had a hook for a hand.
Because I was going to say we have to talk about Musk because his con empire is crumbling. I don't know if y'all
His empire? His what empire? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they're really
literally-
going hard after Elon. This is the new.
Well, I know that
Antifa.
Tesla's in the dumps right
They're not
now.
going hard. They're just not buying his bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
So
Or his cars, it seems.
yeah, Tesla sales are down by like 50% on average in like
You wanna
every
go buy a Tesla?
country.
Let's go get a free
So
Tesla.
they're literally offering $0 down subprime loans on Tesla. They're so desperate for you to take a Tesla.
Fuck!
Right now.
I want to get over there.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
if
go
you
I want to
want
look into this.
If you want to own a Tesla right now is the time to do it. Today.
Hey, this has
go
been a
in.
great week of the questioning hour. We're gonna catch you guys next time.
Yeah.
Fuck! I gotta get over there. Need to drive my Honda Civic over
And it's
there.
not, to be fair, it's not just Musk, right? It's not
Yeah.
just Tesla. Every single car company on the map is having trouble right now. Volkswagen, unprecedented trouble.
Well, the economy's gone through some changes right now.
It is.
Because we got Papa T in office. Papa T, if you're watching, and I know you are, what's up?
Well, he's also kicking off a trade war, which will probably,
Correct.
at some point, will certainly affect the prices.
Yes,
of
it will.
Foreign parts. In
Yes.
automobiles.
Yes.
But people
But at the
are-
end of the day, we get Canada and Greenland.
Right,
And we
right.
renamed an ocean.
And Puerto Rico, too?
And Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Really,
we already-
golf. All right.
Yeah.
It's a golf. Okay.
The Gulf.
But yeah, so basically every European country, because you got to think, where is Tesla popular? And it's predominantly in like Sweden
Really?
and other like European countries. Yeah,
I just thought it was popular in Austin, Texas.
it is
Okay.
or was.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of boycotting. There has been a lot of boycotting. People
Yeah.
are coming to their Teslas and they're finding a poster on them. Get rid of your swastika. Don't you know he
Swastika,
threw because
that's
he
good.
threw a Nazi salute essentially at a rally.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I don't know if y'all saw this. It's
His
inexplicable.
awkward arm flailing.
Yeah.
It was all over the internet. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, fudge, have mercy!
I knew that was going to happen.
the PTSD.
The world is crumbling around us, fellas.
Oh, at AA last night.
No, it's not AA, but sure.
It's AA.
Okay.
It's like a Christian evangelical version of AA.
Sure.
The guy sitting next to me was like, let me just throw this pamphlet as hard as possible on the ground as I'm telling what my addictions
He was
are.
trying to put it on the table behind you.
Yeah.
Yuts.
Okay.
His name is Johnny's a delight.
I don't
but
know.
yeah.
He was wearing scrubs, so I
Yeah,
assumed
right.
he was
Like, you
testing
don't
me.
want no scrubs.
He was testing me for my anxiety. He was just
Yeah.
like, let's make a super loud noise
You did
as
well.
I'm talking.
Well, you did well.
You know, anybody wearing scrubs is a slut, right?
Oh.
Hot take.
No,
Go on.
That's just authentic. I
That's-
mean, you see a nurse, slut, guaranteed.
I have to get out of here. This was another episode.
They're always seducing men. They're getting Florence Nightingale syndrome.
They're always jabbing us, getting our blood. Did
seducing, you know.
Yeah.
Like, let me take your blood for you.
you see my text?
All right. So,
do you work
hey,
out?
FYI, this is a dude that I was talking about, but
What was?
Well, you're gay. I'm sorry, I can't keep up.
I'm making this world gayer day by day. Gay by gay.
That's how boomer parents are, though. They're like, I'm sorry, you're vegan one day, you're homosexual the next. Now you tell me you're into women. Whatever you want, Bubba. I'm just here to support you.
You know what they call a frozen gay person? And by they, I mean I. A homosexual.
I thought you were going to say fagsicle, but I was like, nah, that'd be too edgy for me.
Yeah, it's too much. R.I.P. None of that business.
it's good to be back. What did you guys do last week?
I just changed my life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really? Turn over a new leaf?
Yeah. I was biking at the lake and I saw someone drawing on Elon Musk's face and
It wasn't
everything
me.
became clear.
Yeah.
That was the key point, was that it wasn't Andrew.
Oh, but yeah, I have a funny thing about him. So I didn't even know this, but you know how they refer to the Mag 7? Basically, it's half of the American economy. It's 7 tech companies. It's like Apple, Google, Facebook. It's like a bunch of them. And then at the very bottom is Tesla. He somehow convinced people to evaluate Tesla as one of the Mag 7, even though Apple is worth like 90 billion and Tesla is worth like 7 billion.
Whoopsie poopsie.
I watched this really cringe interview where Ted Cruz was interviewing Elon Musk last night, and it was just so awkward. At the end, it was so scripted, and it was just like, Star Trek or Star Wars? And Elon Musk was like bothered by this question. It was just like,
What did he say,
I've got
though?
bigger fish to fry. But like,
Important
he
man.
answered, but you know, his autism
What did he
didn't
say?
want to. Star Wars,
Star
because he
Wars?
saw it first.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee, of course he's
Yeah.
Star Wars over Star Trek. Of
Turn it off. I'm not
course.
buying a Tesla now.
Of course.
Oh yeah, but Ted Cruz was like, "Who is the smartest person ever?" And then Elon Musk, I don't know. He praised Larry Ellison and
Yeah?
our favorite people.
Yeah.
I don't know
So-
who Larry Ellison is. You might have to tell
Oracle.
the audience.
Oracle.
Oracle?
Oracle.
He's the
Oh,
Oracle.
okay.
Yeah.
He sees the future.
It's just like Elon Musk's truth-seeking AI, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's funny. So there is one country where electric cars are popular, and they don't care whatsoever about Elon Musk politics. In fact, Elon Musk still polls very strongly there. But the country is China,
Okay.
because they don't care. They're like a Nazi salute to them. They have no bearing on that. They just don't care. So they ask them like, "Does the Nazi salute bother you? Does the allegations of Musk's racism bother you?" They're like, "No, we don't care." And yet Tesla is still taking a shit in that country because the Chinese are squeezing him out.
Dumping all over.
Which
him.
everyone said in 2020 when he moved to China. Everyone said the Chinese are going to entertain you for 5 years and then they're going to squeeze you out and steal all your assets.
Like a poop.
Exactly. And 5 years to the date, all of a sudden, they have a new Chinese brand self-driving electric car. They
Called
don't.
Resra.
They don't charge you an extra $10,000 for the self-driving, right? Because if you want a Tesla with self-driving, it's another $10,000. I didn't even know this. I
Yeah,
thought
it
they all
is.
just drove.
Yeah.
It's free, and the
It's gone between like
self-driving
8
is,
to 15,000 or something. Yeah, it's kind of.
yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
But if you work for Tesla and you have a Tesla, you get it for free. Because honestly, you're a beta tester. Beta.
you're a beta cuck for sure.
Beta tester.
You say this as if it's a bad thing, but
To be a beta tester,
yeah.
To be a beta?
beta cuck.
Beta.
Oh.
Beta. Amazing.
A man is a beta cuck. I have nothing to do with that man.
That's all I have to say about that. What else happened?
So I went to Sunday. I was like really hungover, and so no, 2 Sundays ago. So this was at the beginning of South by Southwest. So I was out here. I wrote like 3 songs. I went inside. I like recorded them, and then Nate called me
this
up
business.
to Twin Creeks, and so his stand-in dad, Roger. We've talked about him before.
Yeah.
He looked at me and he was like, "You see that girl across the bar there? Do you want to have sex with her?" I was like, sure. Sure.
I mean,
Why not?
I'm gonna have to think about it.
I wasn't wearing my glasses at the time.
I'll take it into consideration.
Yeah.
It's possible I might want to copulate with this
I
one.
miss the days of us having sex with women.
Before I invented the poke button, you had to go up to a woman and physically poke her. Now you can send her a dick pic.
Before me and my friend Dale going into the Chronicles of Dale.
Yeah.
We're renaming this podcast Chronicles of Dale. We didn't mention Dale last time.
Yeah.
Apparently we need Andrew to mention Dale.
You gotta go.
I have the spirit of Dale.
Dude, our Mark Zuckerbergs are actually on point though. I just gotta throw that. I've never even tried.
Apparently, it's the one accent I can do.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
You Trump's
It's
a total
pretty
disaster.
impressive.
Frankly,
Yeah.
it's sad, but you muck a Zuckerberg.
Although I was going for an Elon Musk, but he's a little harder to.
He is. Anywho, all right. So where you were Sunday?
on second thought, I probably shouldn't finish this story.
I agree. I don't know why you're going into this one. I thought
I'm
we were
gonna
going to
finish
talk about
the
other stuff.
one if you don't finish. it.
Okay. Oh, Nick really wants
Freestyle. What happened?
I'm just gonna
And
imagine.
So Roger was like, "Get on stage, perform your songs, and I'm gonna make this happen." This is what he told me. So I was like, "Well, I don't have a choice now. I guess I got to go perform my songs." So I got a standing O.
Nice.
Standing orgasm?
It's standing ovation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The first
pregnant?
one. The
I'm
first
sorry.
one. What? The first song was like a little like, but like the second one I like projected a little bit more, and everyone turned and was like,
Whoa.
yeah, I was just like making love to their eyeballs, their earballs.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
You sexually assaulted a field full of
Yes, I
people.
did with my voice.
Your voice. I don't know if this is a compliment. When you say standing ovation, were they like running as well, or was it
No,
they
it was
stood
just
there?
yeah.
So you're saying
Oh,
they stood up?
Well, because it was a bar
Yeah.
and they were all in conversations and
Yeah.
screaming at one another and drinking
Okay.
their beer, and
Yeah.
I didn't matter. And then by the second song, like they were just engaged. They were locked into my song, so that felt really cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
That's the day that Andrew got the validation that we so deeply crave.
He got what we've been keeping from him. So
Fuck! He found a way.
they're not your friends either.
A competent producer would have had this.
What about this, Andrew? What about this film?
Look, rub his nose in it.
Look at this bullshit.
Just rub his nose.
yeah.
Fucking dumbass.
Some friends are like that though. You tell them like something went well, and they'll just like immediately bring up like some failing.
Yeah, they'll be like, well, too bad your SAT score was a 1300 18 years ago.
I'm sorry you didn't make it into Harvard.
Right?
The 2 years I was in Harvard before dropping out were very formational for me, and you missed out on it.
You know what would have impressed me? That plus you getting into Harvard.
It would have impressed me more if you got a job also. But I guess a standing ovation is pretty cool.
I guess
It gets
we'll
better.
take it.
Yeah. Anyways, that girl came up to me and was like, "Listen, I'm gonna make this really easy for you," or whatever. And she's like trying
What
to get
the
my
fuck? Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And so yeah, she's
I
just
guess
like,
I'll
"I
make
need
this
your
real
Snapchat."
easy for you.
So you're like- so who knows what
Fucking
Roger,
hilarious.
what business deal,
It
what
sounds to
pre-existing
me-
business deal?
Okay.
Have you guys seen
God.
Anger Management with Jack Nicholson?
Yes,
And Adam Sandler? It sounds
yes.
to me like you're basically you're Adam Sandler and you're just reenacting Anger Management. 'Cause remember there's that scene where he's like, just go up to her and tell her she's so hot you're gonna cream in your pants. You say that, she'll
On the verge of exploding in your pants.
floating in my pants. Yeah, exactly. He's like, you're right. I just needed confidence.
Time for the Jeopardy.
He's like, well, of course I paid her.
And Parker Posey.
What you pay?
That's awesome, though. I'm glad you had that experience. Although I feel
You know,
like
a
told me that-
podcast is going downhill when we start doing Adam Sandler.
Come to the back of the ball.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
That would be pretty good if you had also gotten into Harvard.
Okay,
y'all
Nick
didn't
was
get
saying
into
something
Harvard?
important.
what's that?
I walked in there once. It was like,
I was saying that I feel like you told me that story last week. I thought you had a story from this week where you had a lurid sexual encounter.
oh, we got more stories. This is the
Okay,
thing.
okay.
I forgot about this one.
Yeah, it's been a long 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful to go to AA yesterday.
Yep.
and, yeah, tighten it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Went a little crazy.
Oh, I
for
got
2
your
weeks.
book. Fuck, I left it at home.
Oh, okay.
I got it for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a workbook.
Yeah.
I thought you said you picked up a Slovakian transsexual over South by Southwest.
That's
Oh,
next
the
week.
lady at the gym.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
that chick as well.
Yeah. I just
What's
like.
going on in Andrew's life?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Yeah.
Oh, this
still won't
story
tell.
is not interesting, so I'll make it short. No, I like just randomly went up to a girl at the gym, which I don't do, by the way. And so I don't know. My line
You
was
sure
just,
about that?
I really
You
don't
sure
do
about
this.
that? You
Yeah.
tell me all the time, like, oh, I go up and talk to all the girls, and there's just one guy that follows me, and he tries to
Yeah,
clean
that
up after
guy.
me.
Oh, there's a guy that gets sloppy seconds. So
Yeah.
like, I'll sort of choose a person while I'm at the gym
Yeah.
or whatever, and just give her attention, and
Yeah.
then, maybe say something to her, but not like a full conversation is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. And anyways, there's the same guy that just like gets sloppy seconds and always like tries to have the conversation with
Yeah.
the person that I'm talking to,
Yeah.
and so. Because I'm like making it easier for him or whatever.
But see, Andrew thinks that this man has the power in this situation, and I've told him that he does not. Andrew has the power in this situation because he can choose whatever like busted ass chick he wants to send this guy to.
Not necessarily,
but
because-
also he can be like, oh yeah, my friend over there, like he's got AIDS and he's gonna come hit on you.
I was
like,
gonna say micro-penis, yeah.
right? Exactly, something like that.
Like,
so
listen,
he doesn't
my
realize.
friend is gonna come over and say hi to you. He's like,
Yeah.
he had a little accident.
Yeah,
and
room temperature IQ.
He lost his cock in a Tesla accident.
Yeah, yeah.
Just humor him.
The
Just
accident
humor
was
him.
the accident was buying a Tesla.
He bought a Tesla,
Got him.
$0 down, sub
Got him.
loan,
Yeah.
and it cost.
Got him.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with you guys
Literally,
today.
you go to buy a Tesla and the cost is one penis, and then you go, "That explains so much."
They said the best things in life don't come free, but I didn't understand what they meant until now.
Oh, Dale. I just want my dick back.
I'm not gonna buy a Tesla until I can poke the driver in front of me.
We have a new feature in Tesla. And instead of driving directly into the car in front of you at 40 miles per hour, you can now simulate this with a poke. And when you poke the Tesla in front of you, it will vibrate the seat in such a way that it feels like perhaps something is poking against the driver's rectum.
Because we miss the days of men poking each other.
Straight men used to poke each other, and it was just a brotherly affair, and now gays have really subsumed the whole activity.
Make poking straight again, okay? Anyway, tell them about the other thing.
Oh, well, let me wrap this one up.
Okay.
So
You're having Slovakian kids now.
I
exciting.
say some bullshit thing to her. Just like, oh, I've never seen anybody work out on this machine before. I was very curious how this thing is
Fucking
done.
liar.
And anyways,
Squat rack.
she seemed sweet and happy or whatever. So it's like, okay, have a good workout, and I left or whatever. Anyways, she just like comes up to me later and she's like, I think I was doing it wrong or something. And I was like, it's okay to do things the wrong way sometimes. And I gave her
I like
the thumbs up, and she was like, ooh, okay. So she just like walked away. So that was a fail.
Now he's having kids.
Oh, I see. So it was like a moment passed by, Jack Sparrow type of thing.
Yeah.
If you're waiting for the opportune moment,
Yeah.
That was at
that was
night.
it.
He looked at her and he goes, today is the day that you almost caught chlamydia. Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you might see her again.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be a foundational
Yeah.
interaction.
Yeah, possibly.
Could build upon it later.
She had cute cheeks, like Matt's. Like Matt's cheeks.
Really?
She had facial hair?
Yeah. She was like a girl version of you.
What do y'all think about this trend of the women with leg hair and armpit hair?
Oof,
Send it back.
Not into it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not having it?
Not down with that sickness.
Yeah. Oh, which brings me back to my original point. If only I had Matt's gift of deciphering who is a lesbian, I think I would be more successful. My superpower is just deja vu. That's all I get. And Matt has been pretty helpful. We went on a gay ass walk yesterday.
Gay little
Nice.
walk.
We were.
Nice.
He was helping me point out all the lesbians.
He was asking me, was that a lesbian? And I don't think that he realized I was just saying yes to all but every like 1 out of 10 of them.
Oh, okay.
Just to spice it up.
Oh, well, this whole time I thought you had a superpower.
I mean, don't get me wrong. A bunch of them did kind of seem like lesbians, you know?
But I think it's a known rule that in Austin, Texas, 2.5 out of 4 women are lesbians. So.
Oh, dude,
5 out of 4.
Speaking of
gay little
lesbians,
leg.
I woke up like this morning to find out that my cousin,
Is gay?
she got married to another girl.
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
Not legally. She didn't, or I don't know where that is.
I don't know. It was that there was a beach in the background.
Where do they live?
She lives here. Yeah,
Is gay marriage legal in Texas?
I don't know.
It's federally legal.
Federally legal? So
Yeah.
they gotta? Okay, interesting.
Well, you can't force. There was all these.
Yeah, you can't make a
lawsuits.
church
You
do it
can't
or something.
force a minister to do it.
Yeah.
Really, technically, but they
Interesting.
can't say no just on the basis of being gay.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's still plenty of ministers and/or pastors who would never do it. But I mean, there's so many churches here in Austin. That,
My pastor wouldn't marry me because I'm gay. What was crazy was I was marrying a woman. He was like, "You're still gay."
He knows better.
He was like, "Not gonna do it." Yeah, he's like, "You're too gay." I'm like, "It's a woman." He's like, "You're too gay." I'm like, "Damn it."
there's something wrong here. I don't know. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but there's something wrong.
Something's gay in the state of Denmark. And it's the people. Okay. What's the other story? Get to
You
the
gotta help
goods.
me out. Which one?
The one that left us in a better
asking him to tell
position
you your
today.
story?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
How are we?
should we tell this story because it's pretty incriminating? I mean, like,
Is it though?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
we
don't
should
know if it
put
is.
on the
Okay.
internet.
Well, anyway, we found some rolls.
Okay.
Yeah. Andrew and I were out walking,
Okay.
and we found some rolls of cash.
$600.
Hey,
7.
that's awesome.
$700.
7.
That's
We
great.
found a couple rolls of cash, and yeah, we're now doing a little bit better today.
That's
We
awesome.
split it, and I ate a little bit more. I took them to lunch,
Yeah.
but did not expect
I
that
went-
out of our day yesterday.
I went for the 20s.
Yeah, and I went for everything else, which was a bigger roll, but I was like, but that's just a lot. It was a lot bigger, but his was like all 20. So he went for those, and I went for the other ones. There was no one around. We had no idea whose it was.
Yeah.
You know, we thought we were on like a hidden camera show or something. There was no one around. We just found this cash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a nice little lunch, and I tithed as
Wow.
well.
Yeah, we blessed
I
it.
did. I tithed this morning.
Yeah.
I did it already.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It was. It
Yeah.
was not a thing we expected getting
It's
up
pretty
yesterday.
exciting because cash, like money, is a drug for sure. Like
Yeah.
you feel different when you see money,
Yes.
when you get money, when you spend money. Finding money, especially if it's if you find a quarter, I like to pick up a quarter.
Right.
Find a dollar bill, that's great.
Right.
20, come on.
Right.
You talking $700?
Yes. I know.
It must have felt euphoric. I can only imagine.
It was. It didn't totally land for a while there.
Right.
Because I sat him down. I said, and I made eye contact with
did.
Matt, and, I sat in front of him.
Yeah.
So he was paying attention to me.
He called me
I was-
Chief, which was weird.
Chief. So I
listen,
sit,
keep
sit
on
down,
Right
baby.
down on my level.
Yeah. I slapped my knee.
Yeah.
Come here, Matt.
And I sat on his leg.
Wow.
And the cash was right here. It's like,
Yeah.
listen, we can.
Hey, Chief.
I got on my phone because there was like a gym membership, and it was like a Colorado membership or something like that. And I looked it up,
Yeah.
and I was like, I can't find this gym anywhere.
Yeah.
So we could leave it,
Yeah.
and somebody else is going to take this money,
Yeah.
or we can have $700.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, usually, so here's proper etiquette in my opinion.
Yeah.
You take the cash, and then you put all the cards in a rubber band,
Right.
and you drop them in the mailbox.
Yeah.
And then the mailman basically will try to find where they go. That's
Oh,
what you're supposed to do.
interesting.
If you find a card like that, or you could destroy it, but they probably already deactivated it.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, there was nowhere to turn the wallet into because, like, say you found
Right.
it in a like parking lot of an establishment. In that case, of course, you give the wallet to someone at the counter.
I guess it is pretty implied that the cash was in a wallet.
I don't know why that would be.
I mean, at first you were saying a roll of cash, but then you mentioned a card, and then that's when I figured out it was in a wallet.
Well, okay, so let's make all of the internet understand the full scope of the story.
Was hanging out.
This guy.
Andrew's like, I also kind of forgot to mention it was sort of in someone's pocket.
I also kind of forgot to mention that I killed him.
Okay.
I was graffitiing at Elon Musk poster.
No, that wasn't me.
That was a guy that looked like Andrew, but decisively was not.
This man came up to me and he's like, "Hey, man, you can't do that." And one thing led to another. He was
And
dead.
that was gay.
Okay, so
All ends in a gay marriage.
let's
Delete
make
it back. I mean, wind
ourselves
it back.
seem a little bit better.
Yeah.
So this guy was an illegal immigrant.
We don't really know. There
so
was
all-
conflicting IDs.
And so this is really what the conversation was about when
Yeah.
I looked at Matt and I was like, listen, this guy isn't illegal. All the information on his ID cards is completely false. So like the birthdays are completely off. The driver's license number is completely off. It's the same picture. It's the same guy, different names, different birthdays.
No, it was a different guy, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, you have
different
to ask
names, different
yourself.
guy, different birthdays. I mean, they looked somewhat similar because they were the same nationality, but that was it.
Right.
So, yeah, there really wasn't much to do.
So I looked at Matt, dead in his eyes, and I was like, listen, this guy's taking our jobs.
He
I've
earned
been-
this money illicitly.
I've been suffering cleaning pools for chump change.
Right.
That's
My
not
whole
what
life.
his name is.
I didn't go to college because I was forced out of my house at 18 years old. Struggling because of all
Look
these
at him. Look how
illegal...
struggling he is.
See,
That's the
these
face
illegal-
of struggle right there.
all
I
these...
see it.
If you had that face, you'd be struggling too.
I didn't go to Harvard, guys.
Oh, that's why you're a big fucking loser. Loser.
Yeah. So, anyways, I took the 20s and I left the other chunk of cash in there. We start to walk away, and Matt's like, I want the other half.
That's
So
understandable.
we turn around and we get all of it.
It's like smoking half a crack rock. You can't do it.
Go on. I'll write this down.
But that's good though. You found some money.
Yeah.
That's nice. You know, it's not as common these days. In
Right.
the 90s, as a young man, I would just walk the streets of my neighborhood, and I mean, there were just dollar bills and coins and silver dollars everywhere. You know, cash was king, and now they want you to pay everything with a credit card.
Right.
Which makes everything more expensive, by the way, because they're adding 3% to their charges on top, and they're charging it to you. And it's just terrible. And bars at events now, they don't take cash. They won't take cash. You go to South by Southwest and work up to a stall.
Sorry, for the safety of our clientele, we can't take the cash.
Why is Mark Zuckerberg working at this bar? For the safety of
everywhere.
our clientele. Dale, will be checking. Oh, he's not here.
I'm going to get some more coffee.
Okay. Back to the best version of this podcast. What? Ah, Silenia! Get your coffee. No, Harvard man.
Shit ass chair. Fucking dog.
Oh, I thought you were going to leave too and just leave me here on camera.
I'm out of here.
Well, hey guys. We're going to stick Andrew in the middle.
You're gonna have all the gear. I don't need it.
I can still hear everything from the
My
kitchen.
personality is what sells this. This chair is broken too.
Mine's doing great.
Yeah, yours is intact. Well, that's one of those old like school chair type of things, you know.
It's pretty weird. I don't know where he got this. But
That
I'm
yellow
using it.
chair is the one chair that I'm going to keep when I move in with you, Matt.
Okay.
So when are y'all moving, or should I?
Well, my lease is up in June.
Yeah, so he's got to
So
hang
it's-
here for
Oh,
a
so
minute.
that's like a while away.
Yeah, it's like 3 months.
It's like
from
several
now.
months. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, though, I actually talked to my apartment office, and they're actually going to give me half rent until he moves in.
Oh, nice.
I'm not even shitting you.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know. I think they just said that they could apply it because it's like a 2-bedroom and you haven't moved in yet. So
Okay.
I was like, all right.
Wow.
They're only going to do it for a couple months, but yeah.
I mean, still, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good news.
Yeah. So, big
Cheers.
fan of that.
Sorry, Nick, I'm not moving in with you.
Yeah.
I'm choosing Matt.
No, you're
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
That room is full now.
Yeah.
That was in there the other day. It's full of musical equipment and
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not living in there. I like how his setup
Leave it
is.
set up.
I want that to stay how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something I keep in my back pocket. We've talked about putting someone in the room many times, but
Yeah.
it's just like
Don't do it.
it would be. Yeah, it would. It's just. It would
I
be-
say if you don't have to get a roommate, don't do it. Some of them are fucking weird as shit. And, it's like you got to be desperate.
Yeah.
You got to be desperate
gotta be
sometimes
flat
to need a roommate.
broke. But also, shit, I live in like a completely different part of town.
You do.
Yeah.
You live in a nicer part of town.
You think so?
I don't know. I liked your place a lot. I was seriously.
I like
this
it.
isn't flattery because I told him about it. I was like, I really like Nick's place,
I appreciate
and I was like, and I love his dogs.
Oh
Yeah.
You got
Darling
the best
is-
dogs. I'm
Couple of
telling you.
sweeties for sure.
Yeah. Rich man over here.
Rich in life.
Rich in life.
love.
That's right.
But no, I'm glad to hear that you guys are moving in together. I think that I think it'll be an adventure.
I think so, but I think we can figure this out. We spend so much time over on Riverside that I'm just like,
Yeah.
checking
It's
out
a good spot.
Arendina's and I want
Rositas.
Arendina's.
I feel like once you get used to living in that area, it's hard to.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, man.
Other parts of town just don't have as much shit going on, which
Yeah,
is a pro
there's-
and a con.
Right.
Like the street I live on is generally quiet, which I like. But if you want to go to like some trendy happening place, if you want to go into a bar and see white people, that's not the part of town to be in.
Yeah.
If you want to see anybody under 40 or a Caucasian, then go to a different part of town.
Yeah. Well, we're under 40. We're Caucasian as hell.
Yeah, there you go.
Making it work.
Yeah. But we're also gay.
This feels really different being in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way.
You feel
But I
good?
like
This
it.
is, I don't know who to
I think
look
it's
at.
a good place for you to be.
Yeah, I like it.
Sitting over there, I knew what to do with my face. I could just look this way.
What do I do with my face?
Now I don't know who to look at.
Where do I put my face?
Some people don't know what to do with their hands. He doesn't know what to do with his face.
Well, it's traditional etiquette when you're sitting and you're doing like a talk show thing. Is someone else talking? You just turn and look at that person.
Oh, okay. This is
Visual
good to know.
emphasis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're speaking, so you have to look at them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have whiplash going back and forth between you guys.
You're gonna need a chiropractor out of this.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I could realign your shit.
Okay, I've got another story.
Go on.
Okay. So the girl that starts with a B, she calls me at like 2:00 in the morning, and she's like,
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Filled with lust.
Took me a second there.
Yeah.
He's got a lot. Okay.
"Yeah, let's hope she doesn't watch these videos
R.I.P.
because this is gonna
Let's
be
hope she's
bad.
not one of the 15 people who.
Because it's it's gonna be over
Including
once I
our-
tell
our
this
parents.
story. She calls me up and she's like, "Do you have alcohol?" She was like, "Do you have alcohol at your house?"
No, I sent alcohol home an hour ago.
And I was like, "No, I'm asleep. It's 2:00 in the morning." So I hang up or whatever, and she calls me up at 6 a.m. Same thing. She's like, "Come over. I need help. I'm lost." So I come over and she's like, "Why are you here?"
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You don't think she meant to call someone else? Oh, there goes Nixon.
Yeah. So that's the end of that
This
story.
is why you didn't get into Harvard back here, man.
So she finally got you to cave, which was all but foretold.
Yeah.
We knew eventually
The Oracle
she kept
knew this.
calling, you were going to go over there. And then she pulled the rug out from under you.
Yeah.
pulled the gay little rug out from
Yeah.
me.
That's manipulation right there.
And then she gave you $700 on the lake.
Sounds like she doesn't even have money for alcohol.
Because her name is David Garcia.
Bowie.
Da-
David Garcia Bowie.
David Garcia. What
What was Bowie's middle name?
was that guy's name? David Garcia.
We don't know.
I don't think his real name is
Jose,
even David Bowie.
Jose Garcia.
Jose Cuervo.
Jose Cuervo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of him in there with Uncle Don Julio.
Yeah.
But Don Cristo, is that a Mexican?
Donnie Cristo.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about implementing a post-podcast lunch? Every time.
A business lunch. Seems
I'll
like a
take
good idea.
everyone over to Arendina's.
You hungry?
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always hungry.
All right.
I mean, if we made $400 a month off the podcast, we could afford to.
I make $400 Ubering pretty easily.
Right.
I was actually thinking about that. I might just start Ubering for fun money.
Yeah.
You know?
You should.
Yeah.
Because you're getting a grown-up job again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only so grown up.
I gotta get.
But because I got a roommate and I'm paying off my car, I'm not paying a ton of money right now and stuff, so
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
it's a sweet spot to be in.
Yeah, I think I like it a lot.
Does the internet know that we all three of us don't have jobs and we all have blue eyes?
They know about the blue eyes. I know that we try and hide them with our glasses.
Yeah.
I didn't know you didn't have a job. You must be doing something.
I do a little something.
Okay. Oh,
Here
God,
and
have
there, here
mercy.
and there. You know, I stay busy.
Okay.
Nick is employed by the FBI.
The CIA.
So what I do, I get people to confess crimes to me, and I just
Get it out of
Yeah.
like they did a crime.
they call, these people did a crime.
Yeah. Nick's
Okay.
like, come here. We're going to go clear.
Right?
Tell me all your secrets.
I just go to a bar and I wait till like milfs come up to me and start like confessing that they killed their husband, and then I phone it in.
These are my confessions.
Yeah. It's a lucrative business, right?
Well, I mean, but that's the direction the world is going. People are just going to start getting paid to do basically nothing. Like you can already get paid just to like sit and play mobile games.
Oh, let's
we're
talk
gonna.
about this. I mean, we touched on it last night when we were texting each other.
Yeah.
Or sending each other pictures of our dicks. Robots one day are going to be, if you own a robot and you rent it out, basically, that's
Sure.
going to be your, I don't know, way of staying in the middle class. You want to talk about that?
I would hope so, because I've said for years, been saying since like 2009, that if they ever had like a robot like an iRobot with Will Smith, then of course, you know, whatever the loan is, you got to take it out and get it, because
Yeah.
it's going to be so much labor would switch to the robots.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I mean, just given like how bad the rate of return on like renting out property of any kind is right now, it seems to me that it would not be possible to support yourself just renting out a robot. Maybe you've had like 10 robots. Because like you can rent your car out to Turo right now and just
Yeah.
have people come and pick up your car and drive it. But like I looked
fuck no.
into it very thoroughly, and my conclusion is you're just not going to make shit.
Right.
You just don't make dick. Yeah.
Well, it's got to be a specialty robot. Obviously, it's not a, human-looking robot that's just sweeping up your floor, because, like, the millionaires are going to own those. But, like, I'm just saying, like, a really niche robot that does a very specific thing.
A Roomba.
That's only
Rent out
needed,
your Roomba.
Yeah.
like,
Rent
one
out the
time a
Roomba.
year, and then you're just renting out your robot. Like, some kind of device that specifically applies certain chemicals to a swimming pool. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When it's needed, and so you're just sort of moving the robot from backyard to backyard, and so like specialty robots
Yeah.
eventually are going to
Yeah.
be the thing to own
Yeah.
that you're going to be renting out as a service.
Hey, guys, I just got a song idea. Okay, you ready?
But I'm going on the books.
Yeah.
I'm predicting this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's right. You dated it in the text message.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, Mama.
I didn't
never mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to make you cry, but tonight I'm renting out my robot. You thought I was just gonna sing?
I thought
Okay.
maybe. I mean, it's once you start it, you can't stop it.
Nick has a spice in his teeth, and I can't. I wish I had a flosser I could get it out for him, but I don't.
Oh, that's a bummer.
So you at home, enjoy that bonus content.
Well, you know, they could have potentially never seen it.
What'd you eat this morning?
What did I eat this morning?
I'm asking you.
I ate 2 chicken breasts.
Okay, with some spice,
I ate some layered, yeah, of course, spice.
sugar, spice, everything nice.
I had some layered superfood mushroom coffee performance blend,
Ooh.
which was pretty good.
That's
It got
very
me in
expensive,
a pretty
man.
good mood. Yeah, it is a little pricey.
I've seen that on the shelf.
I'm
the
sorry,
mushroom
Mama.
thing is the new big trend. Y'all know that.
The what
right?
is?
What's the brand, like lard or something?
Layered,
Layered.
yeah. Or maybe it's
Mushroom?
pronounced lard, but it's LAIRD.
What's the product? Mushrooms?
Mushroom coffee.
Mushroom coffee? I've heard
yeah.
about it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big thing. They have a.
But that's got to mess you up a little bit, right?
I feel great.
Some people have reported it makes them feel rage.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Some people have reported they've killed people while drinking it, but other than that,
But they have adult mushroom beverages. They're called like, I can't remember what they're called. They're called like party drinks
wait,
or something.
are the mushrooms adult or is it for adults?
It's for a party. They're marketing it as like a beer substitute. Like
Oh.
instead of getting drunk,
Oh
you get
yeah,
happy
because
vibes
alcohol's
from-
going down these days
Alcohol stocks have got to be plummeting.
with Tesla.
The only people I still know that drink are Honduran. Oh, and you.
You were at AA last night.
I thought you were Honduran.
Those are your words.
I wish I was.
I thought you were a formerly French-speaking colony in South America.
Was that you?
The internet can't know this yet.
Fuck.
We're trying to hide it from.
Are we? I think you should replace alcohol with
mushroom
coffee,
coffee?
Burritos, tacos,
Okay. Yeah.
quesadillas. Him and I have so much Tex-Mex.
We have been eating a lot of Tex-Mex.
A lot of Tex-Mex,
Wait,
but not too much. I still want more.
Well, y'all doing all that cycling. I mean, you got to get some fuel after.
That's
cycling,
correct.
right?
This man, that's a 3,000 IQ comment right there.
I don't cycle. I don't fully know the lifestyle,
Yeah.
but I know that y'all working those quads and those glutes.
Oh, we quadding. Look at these quads. Just blocking
You
the
bicycle in your cowboy boots?
Ooh, I like that. I haven't, but I like that idea. I might start doing that.
I've seen it before. A couple of people pulled it off.
Tom, you do it.
It's possible. You can do it.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. Good to
He'll
know.
never bike with me again. I shared my location with him
Oh yeah.
on Google Maps
That made
yesterday.
me very nervous. Yeah.
Yeah, that made him nervous. I was like, whatever, but he got nervous.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't mind if he knows where I am.
I think when you share your location, unless you like change some obscure setting that like basically anyone can see that you dropped a pin, and not that it matters. I mean, who has time to look at that shit? Who's
Right.
looking at it?
the FBI, when they're trying to figure out who stole
Well, they
Jose
already-
Gonzalez's money.
They pretty much already know where you are because
Yeah.
there's enough streets on the cameras that if you are approaching enough cameras on the streets, I should say.
Yeah.
But there's streets on the cameras too. But if you're
Or-
approaching downtown, I guarantee you they know. In fact, I know they know.
Yeah, that's the thing. That they're gonna see it either way.
Or the guy that's trying to figure out who's doing these art installations on Lady Bird Lake. Yeah.
Or that, I mean, they could figure that out if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
You have to understand that they could basically create a zero crime society if they wanted to. If they were like, we must create a zero crime society, they have the wherewithal and the mechanisms in place to
I'm
do
just
it.
glad that this podcast is for entertainment purposes. And
Right.
We are making up fun stuff.
Not experts.
This is not made up nor fun. This is just reality.
These are not admissions. These are entertainment creations.
Yes.
It is worth
It's a
considering,
parody.
though, that
It's a
our
parody.
I haven't done any of these things that I've
Look
said.
at these jamokes
Yeah.
living in Austin, Texas. We're doing impressions of people that live in Austin, Texas.
Yeah. We're not even in Austin.
We're not even real.
Short, balding
We're in
man
Mexico.
with a beard gut. I live in Austin, Texas, and I hibernate in summer because it's just too hot.
I'm making that a GIF, and I'm sending that to everyone for any purpose. Matt,
I like
What are you doing Friday
IPAs,
night?
and I don't. Cigarettes smell so bad. I like vapes, and I like to see A24 movies at the Alamo Theater.
Oh, can we talk about how those witches asked you to put your shirt back on because your glistening body was making all the
Glistening.
girls too nervous?
They're glistening.
Yeah, we
hot, rockin'
all right.
bod.
So
Booyah!
the internet, we went to go see an amazing band called Holy, Fuck, and it was really good.
Holy
by
fuck,
the
were
way.
they good?
And Nick took his shirt off, and it was glorious and amazing.
Glistening.
And it was a
He oiled up.
it
witches
was a
market.
very warm day. It
Yeah.
was 94 degrees.
It was hot. I would say it was hot.
And it was toasty.
Toasty roasty.
Veritably toasty.
Yeah, the witches can smell the Christian in you.
Menstruation.
so
the Christian.
that's how it is.
Yeah.
So this is from back when I was, more free roaming age, and I was at a woman's house, and we were just enjoying ourselves, and I think we were like, basically she saw I used to rock a cross 24/7, and at a certain point I decided it wasn't really appropriate for a lot of reasons, but I used to rock the cross, and she was like, "What if you took the cross off for me?" And I'm like, I'm not doing that. And I immediately felt like a sinister aura. I was like, I'm clearly in like a pit of demonic energy right now.
You sure were.
I've clearly stumbled into somewhere I'm not meant to be.
Yeah.
And never. You got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Because you're right. They can tell that you're not an ally of theirs.
We were not on their side.
Yeah, we were just sort of like walking through the witches market and looking at all the weird looking witches, and then this one lady like made eye contact with me, and she was just like that.
Yeah, it's funny how prudish people are now. I mean, a hot day, 94 degrees, out
hot
in the baking
man.
sun. Someone and keep in mind, I was just wearing like a tank top. So tank top on, tank top off, barely any difference. But it's just so weird to me. And then they sent this tiny little bald man who I guess was an employee of the
Was he
venue.
bald?
He was balding.
Yeah,
He was a
balding.
tiny little man, and of course he felt all bashful approaching, a tall Nordic man with his shirt off, glistening in the sun. And he was like, hey, can you please keep your shirt on?
The witches told
He didn't
me.
say put your shirt on. He said, can you please keep your shirt on? But I just put it on because I was in the shade at that point anyway. But I was just like, yeah, what is going on in the world? Because when I was a kid, it was the Christians and the Republicans who were prudes.
Right.
And it was unbearable. And at that point, I didn't think highly of Christianity or the far right or any of that, because like, these guys are just prudes. They don't have fun. They're embarrassed of their own bodies. Everything to them is shameful. I can't stand it. And then sometime around it was probably like 2016 to 2019. There was like a seismic shift, and all of a sudden it was the blues and the non-Christians who were prudish. And it's like, so let me break it down. You're still going to hell.
Here we go.
You're still going to hell. But while you're on the way to hell, you don't want to see someone take their shirt off.
You don't want to see man boobs.
I don't have man boobs.
No, but you have you have, like, we all have man boobs.
I have vascular pectoral
Right,
muscles.
sure.
Okay.
That's what I call man boobs. I already told you were glistening and beautiful.
So yeah, it's really just you can't win with these people. They just want to be unhappy. They just want to suffer, and they don't really like anything. I know you
Yeah.
guys have joked with me that I don't like anything. There's
We know
plenty
you
of
Have we
things
joked
that I
We know
like.
you like
Yeah.
things.
Some people genuinely do not like things.
Yeah.
They don't want to enjoy anything. And because the social media scene and all the news in the US is so pushing like this FOMO propaganda, they want everyone to have FOMO. So they hate fun, but they hate to see people having fun.
Yeah.
Because they
Or
I
free
can't do
and
it.
liberated.
Right.
And
yeah.
just happy.
And they can't stand it.
And not enslaved.
But they don't like if you make noise. Like if you talk above like a low whisper, they're like, I can't stand it. I can't stand to hear their voice. You laugh, you'll just feel people bristle like,
Yep.
somebody laughing and enjoying themselves at a concert on a summer day, pre-summer. So, you just can't win with people. You just have to keep trying to enjoy life.
Yeah. I think they were mad that I wasn't buying alcohol and I was buying Diet Cokes instead. And then they were like, fuck, go tell his friend to put his shirt on.
I think they make more money off of cracking open a can of Diet Coke.
Probably.
You can get a can
Yeah.
of Diet Coke for like, what, $1? Less than $1?
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like, what, $6 for a 12-pack?
7,
Yeah, and then they sold it to you for what, $3?
3 or 4.
Yeah. So they're making like a 300% markup.
Yeah. Those dicks.
I can't believe it. Well, bars are just going to have to start transitioning more to serving non-alcoholic shit. I mean, that's just...
It's fine with me.
They're all going to have to be carrying sparkling water, sodas.
Gross.
Because most people are just trying to drink less because, I mean, it just hurts your body. Just doesn't feel good. It's not enjoyable. Like, 1 beer is cool, 2 beers, not so cool.
Yeah.
I think I had 1 beer at that function, which I don't even normally drink. But it was a summer day. I'm enjoying myself. My shirt is off. I'm going to have a beer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were more likely to buy alcohol with your shirt off, and then they made you put it on. You're not buying alcohol anymore.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they sucked. I couldn't believe that guy. Yeah, he just comes over. Sir, could you please put your shirt back on?
Yeah, it's getting out of control. I feel like at Far Out Lounge, I could have had my shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been too far out for them.
They're like, you need to get a farmer's tan while you're here, sir.
And you were like, holy fuck. There's those broads shouting, holy fuck. That was, I don't know, something about that worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Activated you. I didn't
Yeah.
notice it.
Something, you might not have been there. That's probably why I was in a good mood.
Okay.
Yeah.
The band before Holy Fuck was actually better, but they had some satanic name. Like
Finger witches?
Witch
Oh, that'll do ya.
Something
Yeah,
like
that'll
that.
do ya.
Yeah, but they were pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Is witch hazel, like, did I put something demonic on me once by using witch hazel?
Nah, you put on something that's going to cure your hemorrhoids.
Okay, well, those did go away. So,
I always wondered where the witch came from and the witch hazel.
yeah, me too. Me too. No, I had, this is a short little side note. So, I moved from Chicago to Arizona for 2 months before, like, I moved here.
Nice.
And, yeah. And, but in those 2 months I lived there, I was there, like, I don't know, a couple weeks maybe, something like that. And I broke out in hives.
Really?
And I was just endlessly itchy, and it was really fucking awful. And I went to like 2 doctors, a dermatologist, like no one could, I went to the ER because like it was, and like one of the things we found like was like witch hazel, so like that kind of helped for a while. So I was like coating myself in witch hazel and all this like crazy shit. And honestly, to this day, they were never able to tell me what exactly it was that I had. My dermatologist did put me on ivermectin, and there was some sort of thinking that this actually might have been COVID somehow. Some people have reported with COVID they like break out in hives or something like that.
No, yeah, when I caught COVID and like the first round of COVID in 2019,
Yeah.
I had symptoms of basically shingles,
Okay.
and I was far too young to have shingles.
Right.
And the doctors were basically like, well, I don't know, it could be anything. I was like, or it could be COVID.
Yeah. Right.
And they're like, well, there's not enough data to suggest that COVID causes this. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck else
Yeah.
would cause a man in his 20s to have shingles
Fucking shingles.
symptoms?
Yeah.
You know?
Was that like, I don't know shingles very well. Were you itchy at all or?
It felt at first like deep tissue damage, like
Okay.
I've been punched in the sides a bunch
Oh,
of
shit,
times,
okay.
and then it felt very itchy, and then
Okay.
it felt like I had like stab wounds.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was different. I don't know. It was almost like I had like chicken pox again or something like that.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
shingles.
That's technically the same
yeah.
virus
So
or
basically,
something.
chickenpox lies dormant in your body
Yeah,
after you get it
your
for
spine,
a
I think.
long time.
Yeah.
and then it will
Spine.
eventually
Yeah.
come back. But when it comes back to life, it just like dies
Yeah.
and then it sheds.
Right.
So that feeling
Yeah.
is. It's not a pleasant feeling.
Yeah.
And like I said, traditionally you would have to be like at least 45 for this to happen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
things like that have changed.
Yeah.
Since we've all been infected with a bioengineered super weapon.
Right.
There we go.
That does it. Got it.
I mean, like I said, there's a lot of like health things that are coming up now, and people are like, why is this happening? Why is this? Because it's inexplicable. It would never have happened in the 1990s. But since we've been hit with this Chinese bioweapon, this T virus from Umbrella Corp, it's a sea change.
Yeah.
Humanity is not the same. I feel like they're trying to like force us to evolve or some shit. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so yeah, I remember there was all kinds of shit I was throwing on my body, but one of them was witch hazel. So witch fingers was making me think of that.
That just reminds me of the time I was going through your cupboard in the morning while you were still sleeping, and found horny goat weed, and I didn't know what it was going to do, so I took one. So
It's for vascular health.
You turned into a horny goat. That actually explains a lot.
Right.
I didn't know. I should have thought more about what I was putting in my body, honestly.
Ain't that the truth, man?
I mean, there's nothing bad about it. It's generally it's good for anyone, men or women or of
What
any
is-
age. It just assists with vascular health,
Oh, okay, no shit.
along with like pycogonal and I think maca.
I might need some of this stuff because my C4s are arriving today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My heart's gonna be fucking dead.
There's a chance
already
that
broken,
it's
now it's gonna
in
be dead.
C4. It's not impossible that it's part of the proprietary.
Oh,
blend.
okay. Interesting.
Because I mean, it's just going to help get your blood pressure up and give you a little bit more energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at it when it arrives today. All 12 cans of them that I ordered. I'm gonna have all of them today. You're not gonna have a roommate anymore.
You're going to have a
Be
fruit.
careful, dude.
You're gonna have a corpse.
Yeah. Your heart's still
Your
going to
friend
be
will be
beating, but
dead.
you're going to be dead. Yeah.
Okay. The doctor's like, okay, he is clinically dead, but his heart is. I'm gonna be the first zombie. This is gonna be
And
great.
it's like, hang on, I got this. Comes in with the C4.
Just endlessly.
Gabba Gabba Gool, I'm back, baby. Woo!
That's pretty good. Gabba Gabba Goo, I'm back, baby. Woo is the title of the episode. You ever gone as Rob Zombie for Halloween? You could crush that shit.
I should do that.
You really should do that. We're at an hour, by the way.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Time just flies by.
When you're gay.
Oh, exactly.
That was a blast.
That was great.